We continue our focus on the big story, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reached Japan early this morning. He landed in Osaka for the G20 summit, during which he will attend important meetings with global heads, including Donald Trump, President Putin, Jinping of China and Shinzo Abe. He will hold bilateral meetings with world leaders, including the US President, the President of Russia, Chinese Premier. And in just a short while from now, Prime Minister Modi will be meeting and having a bilateral meet with the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe as well. He's in Osaka for the G20 summit. Now, in his departure statement, the Indian Prime Minister said that issues such as women empowerment, artificial intelligence and common efforts to address challenges like terrorism will be high on his agenda. Now, Prime Minister Modi was welcomed by the Indian community at the hotel where he is staying. So it was a very warm welcome accorded to the Indian Prime Minister at the hotel. He landed in Japan earlier and will be meeting key global leaders in a little while from now. India will host the G20 summit in 2022. Remember, on the 75th anniversary of India's independence, India will be holding the G20 summit that includes the 19 top countries in the world along with European Union. Now, it's a key global power push by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and there are several key issues he has to address during the bilateral meetings with US President Donald Trump. Donald Trump had already sent his Deputy Secretary of State Mike Pompeo to India to have a one-on-one meeting with the Indian Prime Minister and top leadership of the NDA government to lay the groundwork for this bilateral, which will take place on the sidelines of the G20 summit. He will also be meeting India's long-time ally, Russia's President Vladimir Putin, and also hold key talks with the Chinese Premier Jinping as well. Here's a report on Modi's visit to the G20 summit.
Prime Minister Modi arrives in Osaka. This is his 6th time at the G20 summit. The Prime Minister will hold about 10 bilateral meetings, including with US President Donald Trump, French President Emmanuel Macron, and the Japanese Prime Minister. An informal meeting with BRICS leaders and bilateral meetings with other leaders are also on the cards. Women empowerment, artificial intelligence and counter-terrorism are his top 3 agendas. Other important issues include free trade, economic growth, global economy and climate change. His visit will pave the way for India towards hosting the G20 summit in 2022. The G20 summit will be a platform for sharing India's values and beliefs with other countries. Bureau Report, Republic TV.